Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do. And when you do, be sure and tap on the little notification bell so you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. And if you tap on the like button, we appreciate that too. So what we're doing today is my buddy Jim and I are still here. We've been at it for quite a while now. And we're putting his Evo together. This is a 1977 Evolution Fat Boy Evolution, one of the two. And 4 and 5/8 stroker with all this trick head work and stuff done to it. Well, in our last video, we put the cylinders on. I think we put one on and said putting the other one on was going to be the same deal, so we didn't duplicate it. So let's get started on putting these heads on. Everything is cleaned and ready to go. In doing this, because these pistons protrude above the cylinders, you want to be sure that you turn the engine over and get the pistons down and out of the way so you don't tear them up putting the heads on. Very important. The next thing is these studs have been cleaned within an inch of their life. The long nuts that hold the heads on, we did exactly as the service manual says, which fill them with oil, let them sit for half an hour, then blow them out. Actually pour them out, because I fill them up with Marvel Mystery Oil. I'm an old guy and that's what I use. But I dumped them out and blew, actually you dumped them out and blew them out.
Yep.
Excuse me. And that's the way it works. Now we're using these multi-layer steel head gaskets. The reason I mention that is because when the factory put these together, using the factory head gaskets, they use O-rings around these locating dowels. Well, with these gaskets, you don't use the O-rings. It's a nice tight fit. You got to be kind of careful putting them down. But that's the way they fit. So I'm going to put the rear head on first, which I'm kind of excited to see it go in place. Carefully, and I have to slide it just a little bit. And there it is in place, right there. Okay.
Beautiful.
I like it.
All black.
I'm excited. Yes, we went through a lot to paint this stuff just like the factory did it. And when I say just like the factory did it, they left it bare in here and we didn't get it either. Okay, so there's the long ones going on. And the short ones will go on the other side. He said as he hooked his microphone cord, and I hope the microphone is still working. It is not. It is. Well, there you have it. So we're going to put these on, and we're going to do them according to these specifications. Tell you what, Jim, would you get me a ratchet, please, out of that bottom drawer on the top box? That's exactly the one I wanted. Thank you. We're just going to take these down just...
Skin tight.
Skin tight, that's it. You can see how easily they turn. Now, the reason that stuff has to be so clean is so that you do get a proper torque reading. Now, the way the factory does it, which I think is absolutely perfect, is the factory gaskets. They give you, I think, 3 different torques. And once you get them down, you do all 3 of those torques in order and according to the proper pattern. And then you give them a quarter turn, which puts a proper stretch on the cylinder studs. I think that's fine and dandy. However, I'm not using factory gaskets. So, accordingly, I do it the way the factory intended. Not the factory intended, the manufacturer, excuse me, the manufacturer of the gaskets. So what I'm going to do is put the first head on, which we just did, and we're going to do the first torque setting according to, again, the manufacturer of the gaskets, the way they want them done. They want, in sequence, tighten all head bolts to 9 pounds. It's 9 foot-pounds. Okay. So we're going to do 9 foot-pounds. On that side first? Really? That's where you want me to be? Okay. One. Two. Three. And 4. Okay. That takes care of the rear head for now. I'm going to put the front head on and do the same thing. There's that gasket in place. And here's the other cylinder head. And there it is.
It's funny, those multi-layer gaskets look, they're a lot harder to deal with. Just,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There. But they work so well.
Yeah.
And so we'll put up with a little bit of effort.
Yeah.
As long as they're on their dowels, they're centered and they're good. We were doing a twin cam. There's a little other stuff that you have to watch for in there.
So now this is 3 metallic layers, right? And then there's an embossed.
Well, it's embossed, but yeah, it's three layers of sheet metal, basically.
Yeah, and then the
Steel.
embossed steel crushes into place when you get it torqued down.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, it's, I forgot the 2 bolts. I was going to hand them to you and say, put those in, would you, Jim?
Sure, Mike.
Sure. You didn't do it, man. But you can see how beautifully they float right in there.
Yeah. Yeah, running the chaser down the studs and all.
Oh, yeah.
All of the bolts just makes assembly so much easier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when all else fails, do it right. Not to suggest that we tried doing it wrong. All right. Okay. So now we'll do the same thing at 9 pounds. One, 2, And 4. Like I said, the way the factory does it, the Harley-Davidson factory, they want you to do it in their sequence. And then at the end, when you've got it all torqued to where they want it, then you give it a 90-degree turn. It works perfectly. I've done it for years. But using gaskets that are made by somebody else, I want to do it their way. So there's 9 pounds. So now we go to 14. And so now we can do both heads at 14. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's interesting that this gasket manufacturer has you do it in kind of this linear fashion instead of crisscross that
Well, so does Harley.
Oh, do they? Oh, I
Yes, they
didn't
do.
remember that.
And I think it's because it's square.
Yeah. Yeah, instead
you
of
know,
rectangular. Yeah.
I really,
Follow the instructions.
I do.
right?
I mean, I question a lot of things, but, as successful a run as Harley had on their Evolution motor, really?
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to
you can
outthink
question.
them?
Yeah.
Now we're at 22 pounds. 20, 21, 22. And that's 1, 2. I don't know if everyone's enjoying watching me count, but
I'll tell you what, I
3.
still get distracted looking at
4.
these valve springs.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I don't know what it is about the steel they're using, but
It's beautiful.
yeah, it's this.
1, 2, 3, 4. And let me tell you, those feel perfectly smooth going in. Absolutely perfect, Jim.
Beautiful.
Okay, now we go to 35 pounds.
Oh, the paint on those heads turned out just beautiful, Mike.
Thank you, thank you. 1, 2. I'm glad you like it. It's all about you.
Well, I know it was a lot of work.
As I recall, I built the whole bike and it was a lot of work, and that was years ago.
That's true.
You go doing a face plant in the road.
Yeah, that was the long way around to redo the whole bike.
Yes, it was. Go build you a fresh motor, and what do? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, Okay. Now for the final torque, it is 42. There's 40, 41, 42. I'd say these heads are almost on.
Indeed.
One. Two. Three. Four. The rear head is on.
Nice.
One. Two. Three. Four.
That's it.
That's it. Those heads are on. I think what we'll do next, because we've got it open and it's easy right now, I think in our next video what we'll do is put in the cam bearing and the cam, finish up the cam chest, and put the rocker boxes together accordingly, making it a little easier to put the push rods in.
Sounds good.
But I think we'll do that in our next video. I don't know about you, but I'm done for tonight.
Yeah.
So until next time, we'll see you out on the road.